Now, here's meteorologist TJ Del Santo with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Lots to talk about here. First of all is with the very heavy rain. Let's take a look at the live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar, and you can see that we have a lot of yellow showing up and even some oranges up there in northern Bristol County into northeastern Rhode Island. Let's take a closer look at that, and you can see what I'm talking about here from Cumberland on over through 495 over to near Taunton. We're seeing a batch of fairly heavy rain. Another view, southern Bristol County, Massachusetts, in the New Bedford area. We've seen some very heavy rain come on through. Could be some localized street flooding there already, and parts of Rhode Island also seeing some very heavy rain. Now, even a bigger view, you can see that we've got a line of thunderstorms well offshore that could work its way into southeastern Massachusetts, and we're also monitoring this right in here. This is the real heart of the heavy rain that's expected to work its way into our area during the afternoon hours. Rainfall rates in here, ½ inch to an inch an hour possibly, and that'll be coming on through, I think, probably between 1 and 3 o'clock this afternoon. Flood warning for southern Bristol County. This means that flooding is occurring. That's until 5:30 this evening. The rest of the area, we are expecting to see some urban and small stream flooding, basically street flooding, poor drainage flooding, and even some small streams could overflow their banks. Wind advisory, gusts up to 50 miles an hour possible in these areas in yellow, basically around coastal communities. Wouldn't surprise me, though, if we see some gusts to 60 to 65 out across Cape Cod. And we could be looking at 2 to 3 inches of rain, some isolated amounts up to 4 inches here in southeastern New England in a fairly short period of time. We've got rain in Providence. You can see on the hurricane barrier cam. Wind gusts so far, 45 miles an hour out there on Block Island, 35 miles an hour in Newport and Westerly. And that's just within the last hour or so. Rainfall totals are getting pretty impressive, closing in on 2 inches up there in northern Rhode Island, an inch in Providence, a little more than an inch in Westerly, inch and a third on Block Island, inch and a half over there on the Vineyard. Up in Smithfield, we were hovering around the freezing mark this morning. That led to some icing. Now we've got 45 degrees up there in Smithfield with a wind gusting only to 12 miles an hour. Not terribly windy inland areas. Tiverton 48, have a wind gust up to 20 miles an hour so far. Well, I'm expecting to see some wind gusts in southeastern Rhode Island of 20 to 30 miles an hour throughout the rest of the afternoon. 39 now in Smithfield, 46 Providence, Newport 47, 46 degrees in Westerly. Here's the breakdown of the storm. Heavy downpours expected through the afternoon. Street poor drainage flooding, 2 to 3 inches of rain, maybe some isolated amounts to 4 inches. Wind gusts 40 to 50 miles an hour, and even some isolated power outages are possible. Now, this is the worst of the storm. After about 5 o'clock, I think it should begin to taper off to some lighter rain showers, but flooding could certainly linger through the evening commute. Satellite radar pictures showing that very heavy rain off to our south. We'll have an area of low pressure come northward over the next 24 hours, bringing with it the heavy rain and strong winds for us. Ski country will make out well with lots of snow, but we're looking at some rain showers around through the evening and even into the daytime tomorrow, and eventually we might find some of these snow showers spinning through on Thursday. But for today, just rain. That's all we're looking at. Wind gust tracker here. We are looking at wind gusts up to 40 to maybe 45 miles an hour down there in Newport. Over 50 expected on Block Island. I wouldn't be surprised out there on Cape Cod we get over 60 miles an hour. Notice through the evening, the winds kind of quiet down a little bit, so that's good news. The worst of the wind will be this afternoon. This afternoon, looking at rain, occasionally heavy, coming down sideways at times. Temperatures will be in the mid-40s. Here's your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 7-day Futurecast. Now tomorrow, again, we are expecting some rain showers occasionally through the day. Nothing like today. Winds won't nearly be as strong. On Thursday, it gets a little bit colder, especially aloft, and the end result will be a few snow showers in the mix. 42 degrees, then drier as we head into the weekend. So take it slow out there on the roadways. Allow yourself some extra time. It'll be coming down fairly hard for the next few hours.
And it's changed so much over the past few hours. I mean, if you would have told me at 3 a.m. when I was chipping ice off of my windshield that it was going to be 50, I wouldn't have believed you.
It was very slick this morning, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Thanks, TJ. Now here's a look at